Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, here on the Ethereum chart, the price has dipped into the support region for a possible yellow wave A of B. I mean, the main question is at the moment, is it the yellow scenario or is it the white scenario? Both I can say are probable. They are both bullish, which I think is good news for now. The market has reacted to the support region here on the daily chart, which is positive. And the support region is defined between 2,407 and $3,167. That's on the daily chart here. And it is about, okay, is it the yellow count or is it the white count? And as I said, both are valid, but there's a very clear level that helps us distinguish between the two. That is the swing low that formed mid-November. And here we talk about like $3,000, right? That's the key level that must hold to keep the directly bullish scenario alive. Here I'm talking about the white scenario, because we can say that as long as this level is holding, it's at least technically valid that we're dealing with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we have to consider this. Okay, anybody who believes in the white count could easily set a stop below the November low. But then we have to consider that it might just form a marginally lower low in the yellow count and could continue to go up. So therefore, I'm saying both are bullish, and the main support that needs to be considered is at $2,407. And then even in the yellow count, we can talk about. So if it's yellow, I would prefer a wider ABC structure. Yeah, it's just what would look more likely. But you can never rule out that once a support area is reached, the market might turn around already, right? There's no guarantee for a nice and wide and clear ABC structure as per the yellow scenario. We can never guarantee that. So, but it is still, it would be an ideal structure. So if it's yellow, I think we can prepare for a wider ABC. You can, again, if we see impulses from here, then I would probably, talking about impulsive structures, then it's probably the white count. So either this is like this, but then the last low should really stick, that formed on Friday. Then we can go up higher more directly as per the white scenario in an impulse to new all-time highs. If it's the yellow count, the next bounce should look corrective, overlapping, and we might see another test of support before we really go higher according to or as per the yellow scenario. The key pivot that distinguishes overall bullish from bearish momentum is at $2,400. Looking at the smaller time frame, there is no way at the moment to distinguish between the yellow and the white count. You can see the detailed scenario. In the yellow count, we might be close to the low of an A wave, either already in or one more low. If we get one more low, then we can probably rule out the white count, and then it could do this. Okay, that's one scenario. In the white count, as I said, the low is ideally in. Now, I already shared, and this really only affects the smaller time frame, I already shared with our members earlier today on Discord that the move up looks a little bit like a micro 5-wave move up, which means some kind of a low could be established, but then in any pullback, the market needs to hold above the 78.6 retracement at $3,190. Now, this is really only an area here of support or possible support on the smaller time frame, 3,189 to 3,374. In this support area here, we might find, or we might see that the price can find some support. If we see an impulsive rally from here, then depending on how the structure develops, we can make a call. It looks more like a B wave, which is corrective, which should take the price probably into the area around $3,900, these previous swing highs, yeah, before topping. Or if we get actually a larger 5-wave move up, again, it's more likely the white count. So I can tell you basically what it means on the smaller time frame. Based on the momentum from the low, I think we can make a case that a local low could be established. But then this is now the support area that helps us distinguish between short-term bullish and short-term bearish. And if micro support holds and we rally higher, well, only then we should really deal with the next question, which is it the white count, so directly bullish, or the yellow one, which will send us also probably higher eventually, but first of all, we're dealing with a larger correction. So the immediate question on this time frame is is actually a low of sorts in place. And the support area will give us the answer. Okay, so the price has dipped into support. So this is now the area that we need to observe for a possible reaction. The reason why I'm saying the low could be in is because we have a 5-wave move up, at least on the micro level, and we broke briefly above resistance. It's not a sustained break, but it does look somewhat promising. That's the update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.